Hi, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a book review of Nicholas Gray's Graymatter. Nick has a booktube channel where he reviews horror, and he got his start writing creepypastas. And this is a book of short stories, horror stories, and as you can see, it has a really cool cover, which was created by Don Noble. And another great thing about this book that I always look for in a self-published work is the formatting is great. I like how the book is laid out. And now I'll tell you some more of my overall thoughts on this. Graymatter is a great book of varied short stories reminiscent of creepypastas that are short and snappy little morsels of the creepy and disturbing things that horror fans crave. The collection overall needed a couple more rounds of proofreading, especially the story Morbidio, which is too bad because it's also my very favorite story in the collection. However, any spelling mistakes did not hinder my ability to read the text or my enjoyment of the text. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about each story. The first story is called The Portal in the Woods, and it is about a boy who finds, you guessed it, a portal in the woods, and he tells his friend about it, and his friend is very adventurous, whereas he is very timid and does not ever want to do anything wrong. But he gets talked into going with his friend to the portal and playing with it and finding out what it can do. And as you might guess, some creepy things happen. And I super related to that main character. I am someone who is very careful and not trying to get into trouble, but I can think of a few times in my childhood where my more adventurous friends have gotten me into crazy situation. The second story is called The Dog Napper, and this has a really bad antagonist, like a really mean guy. He is, like this title suggests, a dog napper. He gets extra money by kidnapping people's dogs and then getting a reward for their return. So, not a nice guy. As a pet owner, I don't know what I would do if my pets were taken from me, and someone who would take advantage of that, ooh, he's a real bad man. But in this story, he takes two dogs and he finds out he has taken more than he can handle. There is something different about these dogs. The third story, my favorite, is Morbidio. It is about a man who rents a video. It is a really weird video called Morbidio that changes his whole perspective on the world. The fourth story, No Smoking, is about a company that instates a no smoking policy at work because a couple of workers have gone missing while taking smoke breaks. And the main character is a very heavy smoker, and he's trying to figure out how he's going to smoke even though he's not supposed to. And we find out why people have been going missing. No Smoking was my second favorite story in this collection. Next came Highway to Hell, and this is about two teenage brothers who decide to drive to the town Hell. and they literally have to go to hell and back to get there. The Pale Man was a really great story with a very unique creature in it, and it reminded me so much of my childhood when I was scared of monsters. It starts with a little girl who is really scared at night because she saw a monster. She thinks that this is the same monster that took her mom a year earlier. I would say that this was probably the creepiest story in the batch, and it was my third favorite story. Next was Trunk or Treat. This is about some kids that are trunk or treating and they find something in one of the trunks that they were not expecting. Ooh, this one is super creepy too. And the last story is actually a Christmas story, and it's called My Son Heard Santa on the Roof. And it's a really short story about a kid who hears Santa on the roof the night before Christmas, goes to investigate, but it isn't really good old jolly Saint Nick. I really enjoyed all of the stories in this collection. Graymatter is a fast read, and it's filled with the right amount of creepy and filled with relatable characters and content. And I gave it 4 stars. Have you read Graymatter? I'd love to hear what you thought of it down in the comments. If you like this video, you can hit like and subscribe, and I'll be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.